Welcome back to the realm. We just finished day 10, and so we're moving on to day 11. The sorcerer is in a little bit of a mess. They are very they're exhausted after their recent fights with the ghosts. It was good in that it netted them a point for monster lore. Not so good in that they have used up quite a bit of their asterisks here, right? In casting Fiery Blast and stabbing one of the ghosts with their dagger. And so we are going to need a little bit of a rest. That is true. The question is, so we'd love to get to the crag. They have Explore the Crag. And with Explore the Crag, there's also the Old Bones and the Dead Adventure right up there. So, I mean, there's a lot of value for them getting up into the crag. Usually I would avoid the crag because it's a little bit of a it's a terrible what do you want to say? It's a terrible terrain to navigate because every one of those clearings takes 2 moves to get into. And so it just becomes very difficult for most characters to navigate. I do think we're going to try to get there, though, because it's worth... It is indeed worth possibly 4 points to us up there. So we've got to get past these dragons. Got to get past the dragons. We could either hide and go 1, 2, 3, 4, or we could melt into mist and go 1, 2, 3, essentially. I say we hide and move, and hopefully get into the wood. I think that's the goal. We're gonna take the chance here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we can't get into the woods. We're gonna get to the ledge. I don't love that as much. We can get bats here, and we can get, of course, more dragons here. Neither of which is great for us. But I'm still gonna try to save the magic as best I can. And that's going to get us to 3. So move to 3. That's the sorcerer's turn. The druid also, you know, a little exhausted after getting blanked by the Black Knight a little bit. We do like the Bashkars. So it might be worthwhile to move there and see, you know, and see what they have maybe. So maybe 1, 2, 3 to the Bashkars. Move to the Bashkar. And then we will rest. So the Black Knight needs to, he's gonna have to rehire his guy sooner or later. He has indeed taken care of what he's needed to take care of in terms of, he got the broken wagon complete. He needs, what is he trying to do? Big game. So he wants a heavy creature to kill. You've either got to make your way through the borderland or, you know, or stay on the eastern side of the map, right? The borderland sort of forms a natural border, weirdly, between usually 2 halves of the map. And in this case, it's the eastern and western half of the map. Everything goes through the borderland. Now, that doesn't have to be the case. You can make, maps can be made that don't all just blow in through the borderland, but this one indeed sort of does. And you can sort of see the line is pretty much just like this. You have the eastern half of the board and then the western half over here. The eastern half only has the cairn in it, but the Black Knight cannot take out that giant spider, that tremendous spider. So he needs to rethink his life choices there a little bit. We're gonna move up. So we're gonna move into the deep woods, and then we're gonna hide, and that's gonna be what we do. And then for the captain, I do think so. The captain has thief, dragon slayers, explore caves. We could certainly get to the caves, and the caves is, you know, right, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4 into the dark valley. Now, when were the ghosts killed? I think they were killed just now, right? Yeah, so the ghosts come back every week. So we can go to the dark valley. So that's what I think we'll do. We're going to move into the dark valley. Done. All right, those are our four. Those are our four plans, and we're going to roll this die here to see. And we get giants and trolls for the first time. Black Knight is first. The Black Knight's going to go 1, 2, 3 and be hidden. And we are indeed hidden, but Stink M, because if you remember, that's effectively a mountain tile in terms of monsters. We're going to get a giant there. That's not great. Again, the Black Knight cannot kill something that big without upping their weapon, having a higher length, whatever. The captain goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing's going to appear there. The sorcerer is going to hide. This is an important hide for the sorcerer. They blow it, and they get jumped by these dragons. So they try to make their way past the dragons, and they fail. And they are blocked. If you are unhidden at the end of a phase and a monster is there, they block you. The druid's going 1, 2, 3, and then the druid is going to rest. So the only bad thing for the sorcerer is he cannot run from these guys. He's not fast enough. He has to melt into mist. So he's going to melt into mist. That burns one of these purples. That's what we were trying to avoid. And had we just burned that purple, we could have, we could have just moved a lot more. And so not great. I don't think the Black Knight wants to fight a giant. So as the map progresses, you can tell. So with the druid's been up here, and we know that this is effectively I call them a dead tile because there's no treasure sites there. So you know, the Lost Castle is here. It's the last mountain tile left that hasn't been touched by our players. So you know the Lost Castle's there, and you know a few treasure sites are going to be up there as well. I don't love it. I don't love that at all, because that doesn't bode well for most of our characters. I don't think the Black Knight is going to fight the giant. I think that's a bad idea. He can't kill it. So that's the end of our day. And we are moving on. Well, and he stays there, but he is melted into mist. Done. So we're going to do day 12. As long as the first thing we do is get out. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to move to the Pine Woods, and then we will expel X and spell to give us one more purple, and we will be done. The Druid. I think we're going to trade with the Bashkar. At the very least, we could sell them this ring. So we're going to trade with the Bashkar. I mean, we will hide just in case. Trade with the Bashkar. Rest and rest. See what they have. The Black Knight is going to move to 3. Move to Borderlands 3. And then we'll probably hide twice. And then the captain, just chugging along here. I think he's going to waltz into 2. Move. Caves 2. The typical nomenclature on a tile is the first letter and the last letter, if that makes sense. Except for the valleys. The valleys are all, and the woods. The woods are all oak woods, pine woods, nut woods. So it's like LN, LMNOP. So it's LW, MW. And the valleys are awful valley, bad valley, cursed valley, dark valley, evil valley, A, B, C, D, E. And so that's sort of the right, you do the alphabet there, but the rest of them, so for the deep woods, that's easy, DW. But for like the borderland, it's BL. What am I saying? None of it. It's the caves and the caverns that we tend to do the first letter, last letter, because they're the ones that are ambiguous. Crag is CG, right? Mountains MN. So, if it's ambiguous, that's sort of what we do. It's mostly the seas. It's mostly that. It's mostly cavern, caves. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Okay, the sorcerer is going to walk up in. He's going to go. They're going to rest. He's going to go to Borderland 3. And then he's going into the caves. So we are ready to get our roll on here for 12. And it's a 2, serpents and demons again. Captain, first, second, third. And our guy is just following us until, so we're going to walk into there. Stink, that's trolls, and roar is trolls and possibly dragons. But nothing appears there at the moment, and there's no treasure sites there either. There's going to be a lot of crap there, so I think everybody heads there at some point. He's going to go 1, 2, hide twice, and he does, but nothing appears because you're looking for green triangles. Done and done. The sorcerer goes 1, 2, 3. Spell X and spell, he's going to turn that into purple magic. We flip that, it is dank. Oh, he gets vipers. Ah, crap. Well, that sucks. He's sort of getting the worst of all. He's getting chased around the board by bad guys. He's done. And then the druid is going to hide and trade. We're hiding just in case someone else shows up. Like, I don't want to be dealing with... And we do hide, so we are hidden. Let's look at what the Bashkars have. They got horses. Those are actually really good. Like, if we had cash, you could do worse than buying a pony. A pony doubles your movement across the over land. The only problem with the pony is they make these cards hard to figure. So we're going to flip these. Magic Spectacles, extra search is great. Shoes of Stealth doesn't suck, but we already have that power as the druid. So we'll roll Are all the ponies the same? They're not the same. We'll roll for the $12 pony for giggles. We're gonna roll on the ally table, and we're sort of hoping they just give it to us, but we need like double ones effectively. So no, price times 4. And we do rest and rest again. So what we're gonna do is we're going to rest this one, and you can move a 2 back, but you have to move 1 back. You have to make change, and then we'll do that one. Does anyone show up at the campfire? Small campfire. No, this is the large campfire. Small campfire is obviously up here. And that's it. The sorcerer has to melt into mist again. We'll do his combat first. He has to disappear into mist again, or else he's going to get killed by the vipers. He can't deal with those guys either. So that's a problem. We're going to need to move to the Linden Woods before anything else. So though we're ahead, we're sort of losing ground because we're sort of getting chased around the board. But we're going to stay there melted, and then tomorrow we'll leave at first light so the vipers don't stop us. Does anyone else need to do anything? I think the druid is going to cast. So he's going to cast. Oh, he doesn't have any color. So he's not going to cast anything. He's going to make some color today, and then he'll cast. So he's going to make color on day 13 here. So to cast a spell, you need a chit. And they're called numbered chits. The problem is they have these symbols on them. So these are type 2 chits, and these are type 8 chits. I don't know why they chose the symbology as opposed to just the Roman numerals that were on them before, but they did. And so it's harder to tell. So you need the correct ritual type, which is the number, and you need a color, which is gray, purple, black, white, or gold. You can make color by spending your spell phases and flipping some of the chits over. Some of the chits turn to color. These do not, because they are types 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 turn to color. Types 6, 7, and 8 do not turn to color. They often have spells that are multicolored and so on. We're going to write day 13. For day 13, the sorcerer has to get out of dodge. We're going to move 1, 2 into Linden Woods. Move into the Linden Woods. And then we're going to rest. The druid is going to rest for sure. He'll spend a spell X phase and then 2 spell phases to get himself back into fighting shape. The Black Knight it's a little crappy, strangely enough, like sort of what he has. He's going to hide and move into 5. Because again, you only get 2 turns if you're moving into a cave, and he can't move out into the mountain because it costs 2, so that would cost him 3 overall. And I think we have to find. So we're going to break up our little party here, and we're gonna. We're gonna search, and our buddy's gonna search. Remember, we're gonna get 2 phases in the darkness. That's day 13's plan. This is day 13's monster roll. It's giants and trolls, so we're gonna get hammered. The cabin's gonna get hammered by trolls here. And done. Okay. Our guy goes first. He's searching. He needs a 3, 2, or 1 to find the secret pass. He does find this pass. So caves 3 to 2. Caves 3, 2 is found. We found it. That's it. At the end of the day, these trolls appear. Because we have Stink. That's the first one. And then Roar appears. And then it goes here. This is actually not great. This is a little bit of the danger when you start just, you know. The captain goes next. He searches once, which is fine, but he doesn't need to find anything. These guys will tell him. He is blocked immediately by these trolls, and then this troll, because it's prowling, wanders over, and now we've got 3 damn trolls. That's gonna suck. That tremendous troll is a disaster for our group. That is no bueno, my friends. The druid. He's gonna rest to pull this back. He's gonna spell and get 2 chits back, and he is done. Does anyone appear at the campfire? Yes, the lancers do. The lancers appear at the large campfire. Here's the thing. I don't think the druid likes the lancers. I think they're friendly. He likes the lancers. He's like, yeah, buds, come on, let's do this. Done and done. The sorcerer goes 1-2, and he's gonna rest 2 chits, and they're gonna be a type 4 and a type 4. We flip this over. It is the small campfire. And the small campfire is going to appear in 5, 4, 4. Highest numbered clearing that you can get to. And no one is there because they already got drawn off to somewhere else. And the Black Knight is going to try to hide and go there. And he fails. But nothing appears because we're looking for the gray hexagon. We have one main battle, and that main battle is a doozy. It is the trolls versus all the dudes. Ugh. Okay. Okay. So the only guys that can kill this troll So I think our crossbowman lures the tremendous. I believe that's the play. I think the great swordsman lures a troll. I think that's the play there. I think we... Remember, our bow's unreadied. I think we allow the troll on our sheet, and then we deploy these 3 to that other troll. That allows us to ready our bow. And we're going to shoot our bow, and we're going to protect. We got to try to protect that guy, because that is the most dangerous. If that troll gets loose, he's going to tear through these guys one at a time pretty quickly. So what we need to happen is we need these guys to dispatch their trolls. I need to maybe dispatch. We need to dispatch this one if we're super lucky, and so on. So. Let's see where this tremendous troll ends up. They're going to line right up, and that's not the best. The tremendous troll doesn't flip, so we wanted him to move down here, and he wouldn't have hit this guy. He's going to hit us this time, though. Done. We both shoot. I get to shoot. I hit, and so does the crossbowman. We both shoot. Now the problem is I'm doing light star damage. So that's, and the troll is armored, so he takes off a sharpness star. You can tell they're armored because they have a gray outline. So I do light star damage. Not great. That's medium damage. I can go heavy tremendous. I need to roll double ones, keeping in mind that I subtract one from both dice. So I need to roll a 2. If I roll a 2 or better, 2 or a 1, we kill the troll with our bow. That's not enough. That's going to do -1 damage, and it's not going to kill the troll. The crossbowman also needs to kill the troll. He also needs to roll a 2 or a 1. He does not. He rolls -3, meaning he does no damage effectively. Now the troll's going to hit him and kill him. So after the 2 shots, the troll kills that guy, and that's that round. And our bow becomes unready because we did hit. There you go. So now we really, really need down here these guys to take care of business. I don't know if that's going to happen. 6. He's going to go down to the bottom. Does he flip? He does. So he's going to miss, and we're going to miss. Over here, the troll stays put. Our guys are going to... this guy flops to the bottom, and this guy flipping stays put. So that ain't great. Wow, this is a disaster. Yeah, he flips to the bottom. He stays put. Does the troll flip? The troll does flip. Does pikeman 1 flip? No. Does pikeman 2 flip? No. Does the other guy flip? It doesn't matter. So what's going to happen is these 2 miss. This guy hits, but does not enough damage, and then he is killed by the troll. So that was a disastrous round for us. Not a good round at all. What to do. I mean, I think he has to lure. He's got to lure him. I've got to take the same shot I was taking before in hopes of getting this guy dead. And we really want this guy to miss. Like, we really need this. We just need these guys to miss and miss and miss until either I get lucky or these guys finish off their trolls. Where does this troll end up? We want to roll 2/3 chance he does not end up. Oh, he ends up right lining up. That tremendous troll is going to rip through these guys. I hit the troll. I need to roll a really good number. I do not roll a really good number. The troll kills that guy. Now we really need these guys to come through here. We're having a hell of a time. He does not come through. Is gonna miss him. Does the troll flip? He does flip. So we're done. Everybody misses. Down here. Two. That's gonna miss. Everybody's gonna miss. So these guys all miss. And our guys are dead. We have 3 dead already to the trolls. The trolls have torn through the party. And you might go, could we run? And the answer is we could have last round if we'd abandoned everybody and left them to their demise. Now the troll comes to our sheet, and now we're sort of screwed. Like that is bad. Bad juju, actually. We have got to play this M4. And that's going to mean we cannot ready the bow. So we really just, I mean, we need to miss. Like we need to miss. So we're not going to play a fight shit at all. We're just going to ready the bow. So that'll be next round. We just need this guy to miss. And then in the meantime, we need these guys to hit. So the troll is going to not line up this time. So that's pleasant. So he's going to miss us this round. Our bow will become readied. And next round we can fight him. We could use, nope, can't use nothing. That guy's gonna miss. Done. And that guy's gonna miss. And it's heat flip. He does. Now, that is round 1 of stalemate. If everybody misses again, combat ends. Strangely enough, it might be beneficial to not shoot. Because then you have a 2/3 chance of getting this combat to end, or at least one of these guys stabs one of these dudes. And then you can play the slightly shittier, slightly less shitty game. However, if the troll does line up on us, the 1/3 chance, we don't have any recourse. Now the recourse is getting a 3 in 36 chance, so like a little, what is a 1 in 12 chance of killing the troll. So I'm gonna actually just say we're not gonna shoot. We're not gonna play a fight shit. So we're gonna hold off and not play a fight shit. And we're hoping that the troll misses us. But if he doesn't, we are dead. We have about a 1/3 chance of this being it for the captain. 6. He goes to the bottom, so that's good. So that's a miss. Now, these guys, they either kill him. Oh, he's going to line up. He lines up, and he is faster, but he only does medium damage, which does not hurt this guy because he's a heavy. And then he kills him. So we finally got a kill on a troll. Two, he's going to go to the bottom, and they're going to miss. Yeah. Now the combat doesn't end, so that does suck a little bit. So I'm going to have him lure him, and him lure him. There's not much I can do there. And then what I'm going to do is ready my bow, like before, and I'm going to take a shot. Just like that. So he's off of me. So I'm hoping now that the troll's going to move. He lines up. He just lines right up on that guy, doesn't he? Now we need to roll a 2 or a 1, or the guy's dead again. Wow, coming to save me. Yeah, and we don't do enough damage. Done. So that hits. This guy's dead. This guy does not line up, so that's going to be a miss. All misses all around. Troll comes back to my spot. Can't ready the bow. I'm not going to shoot. We will ready it instead. And I think this is the end of the captain, guys. I think this is 5. So we're going to miss. That's cool. That's good. That's good. We need this guy to hit or not. He does not hit. No one's going to hit there. Does the troll flip? There we go. My bow's ready, but I'm not going to shoot. We're going to go for the 2/3 chance. And we really need to run. We need to run so bad. We need to get out of dodge too. So we will not get killed by the troll just yet. Over here, a 1 or a 4 would actually be bad. Miss and miss. That's 2 turns. Nothing happens. It is a stalemate. We gain 5 notoriety, but we lose 10. This guy doesn't count. He was So we actually gain -5. -5. When you hire guys and they die, you lose their notoriety value. The followers don't count. Like he joined us because of fan club. We got a negative rep because, you know, because I led them into danger, kind of, right? That would be the idea. You're a bad leader, kind of thing, is sort of what the implication is there. Well, that was a god-awful disaster, wasn't it? We're left with one guy. One dude. Wow. Okay, we're left with one dude. We did manage to get into cave 2. So strangely enough, explore the caves. We have 1x 3, 4, 5, 6. So we do have one of the 6 caves completed. Does anyone else have a fight? I don't think anybody else has a fight, right? It was just that fight. Now, if it was just those 2 heavy trolls, so the key was, and again, that's one of the beautiful things about this game, it's the combination of the chits and the die rolls and the circumstance that all weirdly comes together. If only the smaller trolls showed up, we win that handily. The fact that the tremendous troll shows up, then, and by the way, we rolled awfully. We rolled terribly. That tremendous troll lined up on those natives every single time, which obviously there's only a 1/3 chance of it happening. And we actually needed the troll to miss that guy so that we could just take pot shots and shoot him. But he hit them every time. And then the other guy getting tagged by the troll as well was not great. So that sort of sucked. I feel bad every time it happens. The weird thing is, so that puts the Black Knight, gives him more prowess points. He's up to 4. The captain is down to 6. So that tightens the score even more because of that loss. So it is now the end of the week. There's going to be black magic in every clearing. Good to know. There's black magic in every clearing. I mean, we have to get out of Dodge. There's just no doubt about it. Now, can we run from... Can the captain run from these guys? No, see, he can. He can. If he's exhausted, but not with this guy in tow. Fortunately, we still have this guy to sell that. We still have a guy to carry it. Dang, man. Okay. Oh, geez. I don't even know what to do at this point for the captain. On a roll of a 4, all those trolls jump them again. And there's only 2 left. But, I mean, again, we only killed 1. And they killed 4 guys. I could just try to run for the guard. Because, again, this treasure that we have does sell to the guard very well. It's going to give me 20 prowess, 50 gold. It's a huge deal. But I need to hire my guy just to... Do I have enough cash? I do. I do have enough to hire this guy, probably. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move out to Pine Woods 5. So we'll do the captain first. We move to Pinewood 5. Jeez, could I type? And we will try to hire. Done. The sorcerer. Rest, rest, rest. Use our spell X and a spell to get a little bit of color back. The druid. Oh, at the end of the day, the druid is going to cast. He's going to cast Nudge. There you go. Done. That's the end of the day. That's the end of the last day. Because you only cast at the end of the day, either in combat or not. What are we trying to do, druid? Well, I know what we need to do. Okay. So we are going to... the druid is going to... trade twice. Rest once. Might as well. Then we'll move into the woods. Trading twice just to make sure. Although they're... Yeah. Okay. And then the Black Knight, who's looking pretty good here, is just going to have to move up into the mountains. That's all he can do. He only gets two phases. So he moves up into the mountain. And he is done. And that's it. And we roll 2 dice here. And some of these monsters might come back from the dead pile. And we get a 2 and a 4. So there's a couple things going on. So this troll comes back from the dead. But these guys leave the board. That might be a blessing in disguise for the captain. This giant leaves the board. A little bit of a bummer for our guy here. The serpents leave the board. A demon comes back to life. The lancers leave the board. And I think that's it. Captain is first with his guy in tow, and so on. Captain goes here, and he's going to roll to hire. We only have one of the patrol left. Well, I'm sorry, one of the soldiers left. So it costs $4 to hire this guy. We roll 1 die on the hiring table. We are friendly. We rolled a 1, which is an opportunity. We could roll on the ally table. Oh. No, we'll take price times 2, which means it's $8 to hire this guy. However, this now moves, down to the end of the game. So we have this guy till the end of the game, which is good. We need him to carry that crown. So the captain is done. Dank is going to show up, so that means these vipers appear on top of our heroes. So we will have a fight at the end of the day. The druid is going to go, what, 1, I think? That's it? Yeah, he trades twice, rests once. So let's do the trade. He's going to trade with his Bashkar buddies for the spectacles. And he has $10. He is allied with the Bashkar. Yeah, and we'll roll to see what's what. So we're allied. Now, you know what we're going to do? We're going to sell the hidden ring for 20, even though it's a great treasure, which sort of sucks, and then we're going to trade. So we roll with the allied roll right now, and we get a 1 and a 3. So it's price times 2. So we either do 12 or we do $6. I'm going to nudge that 3 to a 2, which is going to burn these chits. And that's going to become price times 1. So for $6, we've bought the magic spectacles. But we've sold the hidden ring to them. So subtract 6 off that, it's 14. We have $24 though. But 0 great treasures. So the thing is, we've lost our great treasure point. But at $24, we actually take 2 points. And so now we have 3. The sorcerer has 4. So we've tightened the scores up even more there a little bit. And if the giant would have not disappeared, we would have then walked the treasure up to the giant for trinkets, which was the goal. But the giant disappeared. So that's a problem. The Black Knight marches up there and then gets, and then there's serpents on 3. So not jumping him just yet. Sorcerer's gonna rest. So we're gonna rest. Rest. Spell X and spell. That's all that happens there. The quiet day. We do have one fight. We do have a fight. The very contentious captain, as always. This Viper cannot harm this guy, so we're going to lure one here. Right, because he does medium, heavy, tremendous, but one of these sharpness stars goes away because this guy is armored. So he can't hurt him on this side, he can't hurt him on that side. It's me that I'm worried about, damn it. Me. I cannot ready this bow just as of yet. I can I? I can't. Because you can't play more than 2 asterisks around. I want to play a 4 so I don't get hit. And I have to play a nothing to flip this. So we don't want to be auto hit. So the Viper lines up, which sort of sucks. We need him to flip now, actually, and he does not. He does heavy damage and breaks the shield. And he wounds me. And I am done. But my weapon is ready. So that's at least a consolation. We want this guy to line up. He does not, because we just haven't had any luck really with our guy. So he's going to hit us, but do medium star. Oh, wait, he can hurt him. He absolutely can hurt him. Oh, that is not a good fight at all, actually, for our guy. I totally misplayed. I mean, I didn't misplay it in the sense that I just got to do what I got to do. So I was reading that as medium star. It's medium and 2 star, which is super dangerous because it does mean he does heavy damage. He's going to kill him. He kills him. We just hired him and he killed him. Just like that. That guy is dead. Round 2, we now have 2 of these suckers on us. We are in trouble, is what that means. We're going to run because our guy is dead. We're going to play this M3, and that means we have to fatigue an asterisk because we played 2 in a round. Before any, in a combat round, before the actual moves are laid down, if you can, and we have to run to here, and this guy is dead now, and so we lose actually 6 more notoriety. And our guy here goes to the dead pile. Wow. Captain got he was moving. He got his butt kicked. That was a lot of, oof. Ooh. The sorcerer takes second place in prowess now as the captain drops out. And so we're seeing the sorcerer edges up to 5, and the captain is down to 5. And we have the problem that we can no longer effectively carry the golden crown. So our guy was carrying it for us. So once he dropped, it drops in here. So we now only have a single gray treasure. Does keep us in the top because, but man, that was all around a bad scene. We have no other fights to go on, and that's the end of the week. The end of the week, the captain had a terrible end of week. Jumped by 3 trolls, jumped by 2 vipers, which were strangely dangerous, and lost his shield. So what we do tend to do for that is, because we have, so your starting equipment does count sort of against you in terms of your end gold total. So if you recall, we had a breastplate, a helmet, and a shield. So we already have 14 bucks down. We're 21 bucks down. So the captain actually at the end of the day is going to end up with negative 21 bucks. I mean, negative 20, total, right? And so to score, he's got to overcome that. Now, I don't do that to them if they have their stuff, but he doesn't have his stuff anymore. It's destroyed and been sold. So that means he's lost it. That sucks. Soldier HQ is no longer hired. And the captain is going to have a really crappy, and he has no armor. Captain's going to have a really different second half of the game than he had first half of the game, I feel. The sorcerer was a little bit stymied there for the majority of that week, but has managed at least to get most of his stuff together. Again, the druid was sort of bummed out that the giant left, because that would have been another victory point for him and a large treasure. So, I mean, that would have been doubly good. No one really had anything work out well for them. Let's just say that. We're going to save the game. We'll post that for you. And hope y'all have a good night.